Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be back with you. Well, I tell you, it looks like we're past our cold crisis. Ooh, it's been so bitter, and my home is finally warming up, so I'm relaxing a little more. Anyways, I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had such a good time. We had our horoscopes, and if you didn't see that, you need to check it out. It's in the queue right before this video. We covered all the major transits, talked about the blood moon, and I gave horoscopes for all 12 zodiac signs. So if you didn't see that, you need to check that out. Anyways, it's Tuesday here, and for those of you who are new, every Tuesday we do a show called Messages from the Spirit World. I am a full-time professional psychic medium, and I get a lot of letters from all over the world. A lot of you know me. You've watched me on television and seen me on YouTube. And yeah, Psychic Bob's been around. I've been doing readings for over 30 years. Can you believe it? Huh. The years are catching up to me. Anyways, here we are. And I want to, first of all, say thank you for all of you who come out today. Thanks for being here. For those of you who are new, this is something, as I said, we do it every Tuesday, or try to every Tuesday. And to get on Messages from the Spirit World, there is no charge, absolutely free. So if you want to be on the show, just write a letter to me. You can put it in the comment box below this video, or write to me at my email, readings@robert-hickman.com. That link will also be below. Now, I have to be honest, I get hundreds and hundreds of letters a week, so I can't, at this point, sit and personally respond to everybody. It's not that I don't love you guys. I actually do read all the letters, but to sit and write letters back to her, I just can't do it right now. So if you have an issue that's really pressing and you don't want to wait for messages from the spirit world, you might want to consider investing in a private reading. A private reading is you get to sit down with me one-on-one, you and me, for a full hour. And we can do that by telephone or even by Skype or Google Hangouts. And you get to sit with me face-to-face and just have my undivided attention for an hour. We'll cover everything. We cover your past situations, your present, your future. Look at your spirit guides, get messages from them. We see if any deceased loved ones come through and bring messages from them. I help you discover about your past lives, your karmic links, what your life mission is, all of that. And I answer all of your questions as well. So we cover a lot in the reading. And if you would like to get on my schedule for a private reading, I would love to have you on it. So give me a call at my office. 703-825-3929. I'll have that link again below. 703-825-3929. Put my number in your phone. Even if you don't want to book a reading right today, just have it, because in the future you say, oh, you know, I got Psychic Bob's number. I'll give him a call. Okay? Anyways, we're going to jump into the letters today. Now, as I said, I do get hundreds of letters. If your letter doesn't get answered, please don't be angry with me. I like to tell people, and this is really true, of all the years I've been doing readings, I have found that spirit can sometimes work through somebody else's letter to reach you. So if you are listening to the letters, you may hear somebody says, you know, their letter come through. It's not yours, but it sounds just like your situation. Listen carefully, because that may very well be the voice of spirit working through their letter to help you, because this is how the spirit guides are. They want to help as many people as they can. So sometimes they'll just draw me to a letter. I won't know why, but when I'm reading it, there are like 3 people that have the exact same situation. Now, I may only see that one letter, but it's really worked by spirit to help more than one person. So be open to that, okay? All right, well, we're going to get into the letters, but before we do that, I want everybody just to settle down. Let's open up ourselves so we can be receptive to the spirit today. Just join with me. Just close your eyes and let's attune to the spirit world. Okay, I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. He says hello. All right, my first letter today goes out to Ulta from Colorado. Hello, Ulta from Colorado. Ulta writes this: Dear Psychic Bob, when I go to sleep at night, I see dark clouds forming. And then out of the dark cloud emerge distinct, very distinct, clear faces. And they arrive and show themselves in full 3D color. Happens regularly. What does this mean? Ulta, what a great question. Well, I hope you like my answer. But I have to be brutally honest. You know, in my readings, I don't shy away from the truth. Ulta, what this means is you are actually receiving visitations from the spirit world. When I step into your vibration, I'm getting a lot of blue and purple light in your aura. The aura is the energy that surrounds you. This tells me that you have natural gifts of mediumship and communication with the spirit world. So I believe that what's happening is you are, when you fall asleep, you're starting to come out of your body just a little bit. A lot of times when we're drifting off to sleep, we actually float above our bodies. And you're floating above your body, and then what's happening is you're on the edge of the etheric, the edge of the spirit world. And so the door is opening. So these are spirits that are just coming to communicate with you and greet you. You don't necessarily have to know these people. You, in fact, may not know a lot of them. Don't let that bother you. We have to remember that over there are a lot of people who are always watching and guiding us. And some of these people are part of what we call your spirit family, meaning that they're over in the other world and guiding you. You won't remember them in this life, but they're there. And someday when you go back home, you'll see them. But I am getting a lot of presences around you. I feel they're benevolent. I don't feel any danger around this. But you are a natural medium. And one of the things I would encourage you to do is before you go to bed, say, spirit people, bring me a message of who you are and if there's something that I can do for you. And they may very well start bringing information to who they are, and you'll be able to validate it or at least know who they are. And they may give you messages. So begin a dialogue. But before you go to sleep, just say you want to have that communication. See, the spirit people, you have to give them permission. So tell them that they're welcome to communicate. And make some guidelines. Say, you can come into my dreams, but you have to be clear of who you are and what you want. Try that. I think you're going to get some fascinating results. Anyways, hope that helps. You're a medium. You might say, Bob, I don't want to be a medium. Well, you are what you are. Okay? I think it's going to be a blessed time for you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. Okay, our next letter is from Salem Show. Hello, Salem Show. Salem writes, Hi, Bob. I'm wondering how I should control my OCD. OCD means obsessive compulsive disorder. Salem, I got to tell you, first of all, I'm sorry that you suffer with that. This is a very debilitating, challenging situation for many people. OCD, interestingly, we've made a lot of strides in it in medical terms in recent years. And the first thing that I would encourage you to do is definitely work with a doctor. Much of OCD has been found to be related to, some of it is related to anxiety disorders and brain chemical balances. It's not anything about you being a bad person or weird. It's just a chemical thing. But one of the things you can do is a doctor will help give you medicines to help regulate that. Now, maybe you're already doing that. You don't say here. But I think that the first step is to work with a trusted doctor to get some medicine. The second thing I want you to do is work with a behavioral therapist. One of the things that happens in OCD is there are sometimes, like in anxiety disorders, there are triggers that can trigger it. And you may or may not be aware of your triggers. But a behavioral therapist can put you through exercises to help you understand what those triggers are and how to manage that should it come up. Another thing that I would encourage you to do from the spiritual side, after doing that, that's the first two steps, is I'd like you to literally work on some meditation practice. Now, when we talk about meditation, again, I don't want you to make this also a part of OCD, so don't feel like you just got to kill yourself to get it done every day. I want you, if you can, and be casual about this, try to find a time that's kind of regular every day. Maybe every afternoon at, just say, 4 o'clock. I'm just making up a time. But 4 o'clock, you're going to sit down and just be present with yourself. During that time, I want you to sit for 10 minutes, okay? Only 10, no more than 10 minutes. But during that 10 minutes, you're going to agree to set down all your anxiety. You're going to agree to set down your compulsive rituals. And you're going to just be. During that time, one of the things I'd like you to do is just visualize light filling your body. Beautiful white light going from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. That light will do a few things. One, it will center you. It brings you into the divine presence, which in itself is very healing. It also will open your chakras, which will allow a flow of energy through your body, which will give you a greater sense of balance, peace, and perspective. Okay, now, this may sound very easy to do, and it is to a degree, but the interesting thing is because you have OCD, you may find that the first few times you do this, your OCD kicks in the middle of the meditation. That's okay if that happens. Sometimes it'll be that way. But if you are consistent with this practice every day, and the secret is as you can, try to sit at the same time every day, but only for 10 minutes. Work with that light because that will center you. In the East, in India and China and Japan, they call this restlessness the monkey mind. We all have a bit of our monkey mind, and it gets here and it goes there. When you meditate on the light, it slows all of that down, okay? You may want to choose a special mantra. Mantra is a sacred word, a name of God, a phrase that you chant during that time. Now, again, don't let that be an obsession. Limit it to only 10 minutes. For example, I like to chant the mantra Krishna. Krishna is a name of God. And so you could chant for 10 minutes, Krishna, Krishna. Now, don't rapid fire. Don't go, Krishna, 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 Krishna. I've seen people do it. That's not the way. Mantra meditation puts a focus to the mind and it connects us to that higher power. So we want to be gentle with it and gentle with ourselves. So you could sit and say, Krishna, Krishna. And if you can get a japa mala, which is a set of chanting beads, you can just count your prayers as you do that. Just slow, don't rush through it. And if you get to 10 minutes, stop. Don't try to complete the mala or do another 100. This is not a contest for how much we can do. It's just a place to be. This will help to slow the mind because the OCD tends to make the mind rapid fire. Everything goes and then all these obsessions start. The name of God and the power of the light are purifying, and that will put you in a place of transcendental awakening. And so I want you to explore these techniques. Again, limit your meditation to 10 minutes a day, okay? If you find that you're doing it, it's going well, you could do twice a day, but no more than 10 minutes at each session. You could do a morning session and then an evening session, but I would not go beyond that, okay? Because in meditation, it's not how much you do, it's the quality of what you do. So 10 minutes of focused, calming meditation will give you so much power and peace than trying to sit for an hour and being all distracted, not being focused, and doing it haphazardly. That's the secret consistency. Anyways, I hope that helps. Let me know how it goes. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Shana Yakub. Hello, Shana. Shana is a member of the Order of the Purple Core, and we're so glad you're with us. Shana writes, Hi, Psychic Bob. Do you see me finding true love anytime soon? Hi, Shana. You know, when I do step into your vibration, you've got orange light and pink light around you. These are great colors to have. Orange tells me that you're drawing new friendship and new people into your life. So you're at a place energetically where you're going to have a lot of success with connecting to people. Pink light tells me that you've been working on opening your heart. I have to tell you, Shauna, when I go back over this last year in 2017 or 2018, it's 2019, I can't keep the years straight. If you want to know the truth, I'm still back in 1985. Long live the 80s. But you know, Shauna, when I go back here over this last year, 2018 for you, I feel like you still had healing work to do. And now I feel that we've gotten into 2019. Your energy's so much better. And I think this year is good for you. I feel that from March forward, between March and June, is really your power window to manifest a new relationship. And I have to tell you, I pick you meeting up somebody. And you're going to hate me for this, but I'm serious. It's going to be online that you meet them. And it may actually even be through YouTube or the Order of the Purple Cord. So I want you just to be open to starting friendships now. Get to know people online. And as you feel comfortable, you can invite them into your life, maybe through a telephone call or a Skype call or a Google Hangout call. Get to know them. I feel like by June, you're saying, wow, Bob, I think I've really got somebody that I like. But you are going to meet them, and I get a strong connection, and interestingly, through YouTube for that. So let's watch how it goes. Keep me posted. But yeah, you are going to be in a stable, committed, and loving relationship this year. 2019 is your year. Okay? So let me know how it goes. Thanks for writing. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Amy Diana. I know Amy. Amy's writing all the way from Scotland. Yay, Scotland power. Amy writes, says, hello, my dear friend. I'm wondering if I'm going down the right career path. I'm currently at university studying psychology and counseling to become a clinical psychologist. I'm at a crossroads right now and feeling a bit lost. Sending all my love to you from across the pond. Love, Amy Diana. Hello, Amy Diana. It's always good to see you, darling. I've told you before, and I'm not going to let up on this. You are a psychic medium, and I know that for you that's a blessing and a challenge at times. But it also does point to me that you have a healing calling. And I think I've actually told you have a healer thing. If I haven't, I should have. So I think that you're doing the right thing. Right now, the reason why you're feeling a little stuck is that the challenge of the field you're going into is that it does not currently recognize the reality of the spirit or the spiritual world. So psychology today is very secular, very humanistic. Not necessarily bad, but for you as a spiritual person, this is why you feel a bit lost. It's a sense of like, I'm doing something, but I feel something's missing. And what's missing is the spiritual element. Now, that being said, as you go through your studies, I do feel that you're going to connect to psychologists and people in private practice who you will be able to observe how they integrate the spiritual with the material. And so I don't want you to quit this major. I think you'll have a real talent with it and a real knack. And so try to understand that what you're dealing with is in many ways based on materialistic philosophy, which for a spiritual person is a little challenging. But that's okay because we live in a material world. So it doesn't require you, don't let anybody push you into giving up your spiritual beliefs or making you feel like, well, gee, maybe I'm dumb for believing in spirits because all my professors are atheists, There's a big push now in universities to make people feel that to be intelligent, you must denounce anything of the spiritual. And this is clearly a mistake and a product of extreme humanistic teachings. Now, I'm not against humanism because humanism's done a lot to help the world. And humanism is different than humanitarianism. So let me explain that. At your core, you're a humanitarian, Amy Diana. Humanism promotes the well-being of humanity, as does humanitarianism. But humanism says we don't need divine power, that humankind has everything they need without any reference to God or spirituality. This is where it's challenging for spiritual people who study in the field of psychology, because spiritual people actually know that there's more than just this material world. So don't let those philosophies and agendas sidetrack you from your studies. Continue to study, learn their way, because you don't have to give up your way. I see you in the future being very, first of all, succeeding at it. I see you going on getting masters and PhD. And I feel that you will eventually have your own private practice. Now, once you have your own private practice, you can again incorporate your spiritual view in with the psychological training. And I think together they work wonderfully. So I'm going to encourage you, don't give up. Hang in there. I think you're at a turning point. And I think to give up now would be premature. Okay? I also feel like there's been some challenges emotionally around you that are making you have a little self-doubt. And I don't want you to give into that either. Be all about you. Be all about success. It's not selfish. It's self-honoring and self-preserving. I see you doing well if you'll continue. I hope that helps, darling. Thanks for writing. Keep me posted. Blessings to you. I'm losing my voice today. The occupational hazards of a psychic medium is that we talk all day long. And after a while, our voice goes. All right, my next letter is from Erin Kemp. Hello, Erin, longtime viewer here. Erin writes, she says, Dear Bob, at age 11, I had a dream that I still remember so clearly. In my dream, I was walking towards 3 men sitting on stools. They were dark-skinned with long, white, dreadlocked hair. They wore white linen wrapped around their waists and nothing else. They were able to speak to me telepathically. I found it amazing and even woke up from my dream when I could clearly hear them in my head. This has always been a mystery to me, and I'm wondering if you can tell me what this dream is about or what it means. Thank you so much, Erin. Erin, I love that dream. Oh, I love that. Well, let me tell you, this is a dream of great power and mystery. The 3 men that you saw were, in a sense, a trinity. They represent divinity. In the ancient African religions, the Yoruba religion particularly, there's the Lord of the White Cloth, and his name is Obatala. And I want you to research Obatala, because Obatala was a father of the gods. He was kind of the primal god, the creator. And Obatala was literally known as Lord of the White Cloth. And he was often shown in dark skin with white hair, sometimes a white beard, and wrapped in white cloth. And so I believe that your dream was literally a sign of blessing of divinity, and that God or the gods or the Trinity, however you want to speak of divinity, was simply giving you their presence. And so it's a sign of blessing that you have an important mission in this earth and that you'll be guided throughout your life. So you might want to research Obatala, okay? Now, this white god is also found in the voodoo religion. In voodoo, they talk about the snake lord, whose name is, now it's escaping me, I'd know it any other day. The white serpent lord. And I'm blanking. I'll come back to it. Somebody in the comments, write the name. You know who I'm talking about. If you go to the study voodoo, their primal god is known as a white serpent. He's a god of great love and beauty, and he's a protector. And it's believed that the Haitian god that's in Haitian voodoo is also the same as the Yoruba god, Obatala. So his Yoruba name is Obatala, and his Haitian name, he has a different Haitian name. But it's what I'm blanking out on right now. But it'll come back to me. But anyways, it's the same God, the white lord, the serpent lord, the white creator. Now this has nothing to do with race, because Obatala was perceived as a black man, even though he wears white, and the Haitian god was a white snake. But none of this has anything to do with race. It's about the purity of light and the power of creation through light. And so that was actually a blessing that you got received by the primal God, that you shared a moment of communion. And God speaks to our hearts and our minds. And in the spirit world, everybody communicates telepathically. So don't let that freak you out. That's very natural. Okay. Anyways, I don't know why I can't remember the Haitian voodoo god today, but pray he'll forgive me for my oversight. But maybe he wanted me to specifically say Obatala for you today. I think Obatala is closer to what you connected to. So I want you to research Obatala, Obatala. Okay. Thanks for writing. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, guys, time is flying today. Well, now we come to the part of our show where we're going to do spirit shout-outs. Spirit shout-outs are when I receive messages for subscribers. It's not necessarily people who write me with a letter and say, oh, can you answer? Sometimes they're just stopping and say, hey, Bob, just tell you love your video, but something will come through. So I've got a few spirit shout-outs here. Let me look at my notes. I write them down when they come through because I won't remember them. Okay, my first spirit shout-out today goes to Heather Morrison. Hello, Heather. Listen, hon, I saw your name on my channel, and instantly I was in your vibration. And I got to tell you, I picked up around you today silver, gold, and green light in your aura. These are wonderful colors to have. Silver tells me you're coming into some prosperity and some money. Gold means you're finally coming into a place where your talent is being recognized and supported. Green light tells me you're making a new start in life. So I think that 2019 for you is very much a year of restarting, of new beginnings. So be open to changes, be open to blessing, and don't be afraid to step out of the past and move into the future, because you got a lot of blessing coming this year. Financial, emotional, spiritual. Anyways, I hope that helps. Let me know. Blessings to you. Thanks for being here. All right, my next spirit shout out goes to Fairy Fruitcake. Hello, Fairy Fruitcake. That's a cute name. I got a message for you here. Yes. You've got a spirit around you. It's one of your guides. You have an ancient Atlantean master as a spirit guide. The name is Luone. L-U-O-N-E, Luone. And Luone is a male. He's dressed in like wrapped up white cloaks. And then he says he's coming to you to connect you back to your higher self. And I heard something about, when they were talking, I heard the voice say something about, we're showing them the Akashic records, or the Akasha, how to access the Akasha. So I want you to do some research on Akashic records, A-K-A-S-H-I-C, Akashic. And you'll understand this. But I believe that you have a past life connection with ancient Atlantis. And I believe the spirit around you, Luone, is a guide, or even knows you from a former life. So you're going to be connecting through your higher self, getting spiritual vision, understanding more about the Akashic records. All right. I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Thanks for being here. And my next spirit shout out is for Gypsy Chele. I hope I'm saying that right. C-H-E-L-E, Chele. Gypsy Chele. Love that name. Listen, Gypsy Chele, I got to tell you, you've got a very powerful spirit guide. I've literally been hearing her voice today talking to me. Ananda Mai Ma. She was a guru, a spiritual teacher back in like the 1920s. And she lived up to, I think, in the, close to the 1990s when she crossed. But she's around you, Ananda Mai Ma. And she just said she's guiding you, she's blessing you, she's opening doors of blessing for you. So I want you to research her. She's a spirit guide around you, and she brought that message through me to bring to you today. Okay? Ananda Mai Ma. Hope that makes some sense. Let me know what you find on it. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know where the day goes. It's so crazy. Listen, thank you for being here. You guys rock. Listen, if you get a chance, pop over to my website. You can read about me over there, more about my work as a psychic. You can also get my books over there. Ouija Mysteries, The Spirit Board Seances, Psychic Bob's Book of Spells, Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, Messages from Rose, and more. These are all books that I have authored that are published, and you can get them over at my website. So stop over to www.psychicbob.com. That's my website. Look me up, visit me, connect with me. Well, guys, listen, keep it here at Spirit Show. We got more coming. Tomorrow is Wednesday, which is Wiccan Wednesday. And we'll have something mystical tomorrow. I'm still working that out. But just be here, and we'll see you then. Guys, thanks for being here. I love you. Again, give me a call, 703-825-3929. We'll get you on the schedule for a private session if you want to do that as well. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, may you all always blessed be.